Hi everyone, so this is going to be our 6th Friday reflection vlog. Starting with how and what I learned in class this week. I'm learning how to better close read. I think as the reading selections got a bit more easier, I started to transition from analyzation to reading for pleasure, and I think that kind of affected the way I read both Lolita and how I initially started reading Play It As It Lays. So now I'm kind of slowing down even more in my reading and just going word from word and just taking my time so that I make sure I'm doing the right thing as far as what the class, what's the word? Pretty much to align with the class goals. So that's one thing I took from this week's class. Also, I'm learning how to better prepare for discussions. While I've read the next selected reading for Play It As It Lays, I've written down questions in my notebooks that are outside of my discussion quote, so that way it can kind of add a little bit a little bit more variety to our discussion. And I'm pretty sure that having those additional questions may coincide with someone else's questions, and then we can just develop a conversation and discussion about any questioning topics we have in the book. As far as my research project, I've read half of 1984, and it's taking me a bit longer than it did in high school. I'm not exactly sure why. I think it may be because I'm trying to close read it and make sure that I'm not missing anything. However, I don't want that to become a problem and it kind of delays reading A Handmaid's Tale. So I'm kind of considering, I haven't really made a decision yet, but I'm kind of considering starting A Handmaid's Tale while reading 1984. I'm still debating that because I don't want to confuse myself, and I kind of want to stick to one thing and then see how the whole thing plays out and then jump to another one and then compare the two. I'm still figuring it out. However, only time will tell. As far as my week has been pretty mellow. I think the only reason why it was mellow was because I got my wisdom teeth pulled and I was excused from a couple of my classes, so I was able to kind of stay home, rest, and heal, and catch up on homework or get a head start on homework. Speaking of my wisdom tooth, so when I went to the dentist, the nurse was so rude. She was so rude, and I don't know if it's just me. I always have dreams about stuff, and then they happen in real life, and then you're like, oh, deja vu. So I was trying to talk to her, and I think she thought that I was loopy because of the funny gas that she gave me, and she just completely ignored me. And I know I'm not the only one that it happens to. So I just thought I'd share that little side piece from my wisdom tooth experience. My mouth still hurts, and I'm still eating applesauce, mashed potatoes, and yogurt, and I'm really just craving a meal with substance. However, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to discussion on Monday. I'm hoping that we can all bring a little bit more to the table after Wednesday's class and the tips that Steven gave us. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday.